Dead Barchetta. It is a mystery novel. It is due out late 2010 or early 2011, depending on how soon it is finished and polished. And it is a story of a young man in Virginia Beach who is a guitarist for a Rush tribute band who gets caught up in a number of misadventures and mistaken identity. And we begin late one night in Virginia Beach. He is home asleep, not expecting what is about to happen to him. So this is from Chapter 1 of Dead Barchetta by Catherine Lively. And you'll be able to learn more at Dead Barchetta. It's DeadBarchetta.com. Smoke. It certainly looked like that anyway. My vision had become clouded with opaque white. Maybe somebody had turned off the AC and left us all to stifle in the heat radiating from our bodies. Or perhaps only I sensed the temperature shift and suffered as a result. Nobody else in my diminishing line of vision appeared affected by the sudden and perplexing change of atmosphere. The band played on, obviously working around my disorientation, while the crowd rocked right along with them. Smoke. The fire in the house, really, formed my first conscious thought when my dream took a sharp right turn toward discomfort. 1 minute I was standing on a lighted hardwood stage, shredding through back in the saddle, while Steven Tyler screeched and preened at my left. The next, my breathing slowed and a heavy mass seeped into my lungs. A dizzying sensation overtook me, forcing me to kneel as the weight of my Gibson dragged me toward the cheering throng of fans crowding the stage's lip. Nobody seemed to care that I had been felled as an invisible tourniquet wrapped around my neck, squeezing. Mr. Tyler danced and strutted, oblivious, and goaded the line of busty blondes in tight white shirts jiggling against the stage. "Y'all here to rock?" His voice pitched close to a dog-wincing octave. Then he turned to me. "How about you, Lurks boy? You gonna rock out for us tonight? You gonna lie there like a worthless slug?" I gasped for breath, but managed to squeak out an answer. The Gibson had become my albatross. "Trying, man. Little help? Joe? Where the fuck was Joe?" The dream shifted to omniscient vision, and I spied the guitarist standing far stage right, lost in the music. Christ, what good was a dream about hanging with your great musicians if they wouldn't lift a finger to ensure your safety? Stephen proved less apt to assist. A spotlight darkened by a purplish gel turned his weathered face into an eerie voodoo mask. He grinned ghoulishly at me, shouting over the music and chaos. "You gonna rock out for us, Lurks?" Who could say no to that? Coming from this diesel truck-faced grandpa swathed in scarves, the question held more authority here than if asked by anybody else. "Yes, sir." I barely heard myself. "You gonna rock?" "Yes, sir." He leered at me. "You gonna die? You gonna die for me, you son of a bitch?" Die? All at once the smoke turned black and scratched my face. Aerosmith and Company faded into the ringing noise filling my head. They had left me on stage to die. Only seconds earlier the crowd had chanted my name and urged my fingers to speed over the fingerboard and guide them all toward melodious orgasm. Now nobody cared to even help me to my feet as they apparently fell as one through some floor-wide trap door. Not even the person holding the pillow to my face cared that I had awakened from my dream, squirming and scraping for something to grasp. What? Shit. I thought at first Grandma had let my friend Joel, also my band's bassist, decide to wake me. Joel, having barely passed the high school sciences, likely couldn't make the connection between the existence of oxygen and its role in the preservation of life. Either that, or he decided to act as his usual dickhead self and used a free hand to record everything on his phone for a planned viral laugh among our friends. As the pillow bore down against my face, I managed to turn my head toward a shallow pocket of air deep into the sofa's cushions. And after a ragged inhale, I kicked my attacker away with all my might. "Shit!" came a surprised curse, and the sound of a body hitting the carpet. I might have stalled up right at the shock of hearing a female voice, had not the dream transition, the lingering tang of imaginary smoke, the urgency in a leathery rock star's evil glare, juiced me into action. I sprang to my feet, grounding myself in anticipation of another assault, and happened to glance at the lighted clock on the DVD player. 3 a.m., with only the yellow glow of the street lamps filtering in through the living room window to reveal the intruder. "What the fuck?" I cried, looking down at her. I'd fended off a burglar and a wispy girl one, near as I could tell from the narrow hourglass outline rising before me. Dark ponytail bobbed behind her head as she righted her jacket and then raised her hands in some kind of quasi-karate pose. "Did you just ask me if I was going to die, bitch?" I demanded of her. She said nothing and didn't move. So far I couldn't tell if Steven Tyler's voice would come out of that mouth.